What's poppin', everybody? This is Sabro594. Today I'm gonna go back to my roots in the expanded format with Raybor, or rather just Emboar in this case, because we don't have any Rayquaza EXs in this deck anymore. I took them out a while back, and I've obviously changed this deck a lot over the years. I don't think I've ever showed you guys any matches with it, with this Charizard V in it, and how it is updated with Cramorant and dubwool and whatever. But in general, it's been a very, very long time since I used this deck, but it's one of my favorites. It's one of the decks, one of the earliest decks that I started using when I first started using Pokemon TCG Online many, many, many years ago, like in 2013 or whatever, 2000 and yeah, I think it was 13 or late 2013. Long time ago, I was still in the UK, still at university back then, watching Puka's videos. What basically got me into TCG Online and just back to Pokemon TCG after a break. But yeah, gonna use this deck and hopefully have some fun with it. Not gonna be able to use it for long anyway after we lose TCG Online and we get Pokemon TCG Live. So use it while we can. I mean, the cards, the black and white cards are going to transfer, but just using it in this game is what I'm trying to say. So started with Tepic and this Charizard V. This is like the update to Rayquaza. It's not going to have an unlimited ceiling, but he does more damage for less discard. 220 and we discard 2 fire energies, 2 energies. And that's basically the point with this Emboar deck. You get out Inferno, Fandango, Emboar, and then you can attach as many fire energies as you want, Rain Dance style. Now my opponent is using a single strike deck here, and looks like she has Zacian too for that early free cards you can get with its ability when you're trying to set up. It's gonna draw 2 cards with her Stadium and gets another Houndoom down over there. Now, I even have like a single strike Tepix, as you guys can see in this deck, because it just has more HP. That's basically the point. Single strike 1-2. Like I can use my opponent's Stadium as well. That's why I put them in. Like in case you get that matchup like this one. But yeah, many cards updated, like the Emboar line, like Tepic line, Pignite, the attackers, a lot of the I guess trainer cards too. They haven't changed too much, the trainers. I still like my Cynthias and Chorus and stuff, but a lot of cards have changed. That's what I'm trying to say. A lot has changed since when Rayquaza X was good. So we're in the process of setting up. Sometimes this deck can set up super quick and then you just blow your opponent out of the water. Sometimes you need more time just to gather the cards. I'm actually going to use this opportunity to use Tapu Lele GX to get the rare candy and just make sure that I get Emboar out at the very least. And then we basically sacrifice this turn, but instead of risking it with Cynthia and still not getting anything, just sacrifice the turn here. Sacrifice our supporter. And just know that we're ready to go next turn. So Emboar is out, and I'm not gonna attach all of the energies just in case she pulls or does whatever. So let's just put one, just in case she uses like Marnie or Anne or whatever. Just have 2 energies at the very least. But I'm just gonna pass the turn here. Now it goes without saying, if you want to use Charizard V, you can use Charizard VMAX with Emboar too. Like if you want to make this really, I guess, exciting and use Charizard. But the thing is that I do have Charizard VMAX, the one that does, 300 from Darkness Ablaze. But I would have to take out like other cards because you're adding a stage 1 essentially. And I don't want to take out other attackers like Dubwool and Cramorant. I don't want to take out any of my trainer cards. So I just don't use it. We just try and make this deck as consistent as possible, as consistent as it can be. Do heavy damage with the regular Charizard is still effective enough. Get 1-hit knockouts and get 2-hit knockouts on just about anything. And just use dubwool at the end, use Cramorant. I have Moltres in here too. I'd rather just go this direction than try and use the VMAX. Takes up more space, going to be more inconsistent. You know, the point of this Emboar is just to use basic Pokemon primarily, because you already need to sacrifice a lot of space for the stage 2 line, essentially, Emboar. Okay, now of course, Gengar is going to be what my opponent is going to be favoring here as the attacker. It has kind of replaced the single strike Urshifu. I guess it can still be used as backup as a different attacker, but Gengar is just a lot more powerful and doesn't even discard energies. So now it's about time we made a move here. My opponent has been extremely passive too. Sort of left that Zacian there drawing cards every turn and just setting up her own guys. But if she could have made an attack, she should have taken that opportunity, because the first person to get a big attack going is going to have a big advantage here. So I'm finally going to get rid of her Stadium for the Heat Factory. Nice card. Let me draw cards. Only going to get 2 cards with Fire Crystal. Another new card that makes this deck, gives this deck a lot of benefit, you know, like an energy retrieval that gives you 3. So we're going to retreat, lose a few energies, but it's fine. I know that I'm going to get by with all of my resources in this game. And draw 3 with Heat Factory and just go for the KO. I didn't want to risk it, just putting the rest of the energies on Moltres and then just not getting the 4th one. So we're just going to use Charizard. We got the KO. At the end of the day, you know, Gengar is going to get a 1-hit KO on us, and I would have to use Charizard even if I did use Moltres first. So promote the Gengar, big bad Gengar VMAX, and I have the lead right now. And I also have everything I need in my hand to win this game. I got the boss's orders, I got the fishermen, I've got VS Seekers. We just need to essentially just keep attacking, KO this VMAX, and then just pull like the Houndoom or something. Even the Crobat is going to do. So promote this lovely Moltres from Team Up. I believe it's Team Up. It was one of my favorite new Moltres cards, actually. Just does that solid 180 regular Pokemon, and you discard Fire Energies. It's just perfect. And it's going to be a 2-hit KO, even with this Pokemon. Just deal enough damage on these VMAXs. Even if we can't get the 1-hit KO, it's high enough damage that it's really dangerous. Now, I could have used the Nest Ball and just get the Cramorant V on the bench, because I have a feeling she's going to switch. But because I know that she's going to get a KO on the next turn, my bench is going to have an open spot. I don't want to reveal that I have Cramorant just yet. So play down the Tepic and just keep the Nest Balls in hand. Hopefully she doesn't like N or something. And just hit this Gengar for a lot of damage. So she's likely going to want to retreat just to keep it safe, you know, not give away those 3 prizes. But of course, this is why we have snipers in these decks, at least that I like to have them. It used to be NTGX, now it's Cramorant V. Just goes to show you how power creep has come a long way. I would like to have something else rather than a Cramorant, like maybe a fire Pokemon or just some Pokemon giving me a different type. But right now, Cramorant is probably the best. Like a regular Pokemon that can do this trick or something. But anyway, she does exactly what I thought she was going to do. So we're going to promote Mew here. I got the switch as well. I can even just maybe sacrifice an energy. But getting Cramorant first, our sniper here. And VS Seeker for the fisherman. Get 3 or 4 fire energies, the max amount. Fisherman is awesome in this deck as well, and I prefer having this rather than the superior energy retrieval and expand it, because he's a supporter. He gives you 4 energies costless, and it's something that you can reuse with VS Seeker too. So it just gives me the potential to have even more energy recovery if it just comes to that. So this is why I always like to run at least one in my decks. This Fisherman from Heart Gold artwork gonna go away, sadly. Okay, so Cramorant does its job here, giving me that snipe. Very good. I don't like its 200 HP these days, but it's the best sniper we can use. The first attack is also useful as well during setup. And now I'm just down on one prize. She's obviously going to keep this big Gengar as the Pokemon with the most HP. Definitely going to get a KO this turn, so she's going to be at one prize. But all I got to do is just grab dubwool and just use boss's orders, and then we win. I mean, if she ends, she's going to win. But I have a feeling she's not. With that big ass hand, I don't believe she would run cards like that. Well, I mean, she should, but I didn't see them so far in this game. So, switches, kills the Cramorant easily. And all I gotta do now is just use boss's orders and dubwool. I mean, it's kind of close. It's a good thing we had the Fire Crystal, because if I didn't have that, this plan wasn't going to work. But we run a lot of those too in this deck. Okay. Now then, Inferno Fandango, Family Emboar from Legendary Treasures. Do your thing. And put an energy on the Mew as well, so I can retreat. And then boss's orders for the nice GG. So, hope you guys enjoyed this game. I'm probably going to use this deck a lot more, because I just really feel like using it. It's been such a long time. So, hope you guys are going to enjoy that. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. Wazay!